So today's video comes courtesy of LsyBeauty hair. So again, I got 4 bundles and a frontal. The 16-inch bundle I did not use. I got 2 18s, a 16, a 14, and a 14-inch 13x4 lace frontal. So the 16-inch bundle I did not use. As you guys can see, it's a nice healthy bundle. And then for the 16-inch bundle, I used less than half. I would say I used about a quarter of it. You can't even fit the whole thing in the frame. This is a lot of hair. So pretty much I used 2 bundles and like a 1/10 of the second bundle or the third bundle, and you see how full the hair is. So you definitely don't need a lot of hair at all, and it came out super full. Also, the frontal was super full and dense, as you guys seen. Now let's jump into the video.
So jumping right into it, let's check out these Chanel earrings I just got. Yesterday was my anniversary, and my babe surprised me with those, so I had to show them off. So your bundles come packaged in a nice drawstring bag, super cute. I went ahead and made a hot glue gun wig. This is what, 3 bundles? It's 2.5 bundles and a frontal. I made it using the hot glue gun method. I added an elastic band. Even though this was something that I had pre-planned to do, looking at the way the frontal lays, it's almost like it's meant to lay with the front of it, like with a bang. I don't know how it is, but they already had the hair going in that direction. So I don't know, maybe it was sent from the heaven. And then the hairline wasn't plucked at all. It's very dense. So I'm going to go ahead and bond the wig down. It's like extremely dense, so I'm going to have to do it just a little bit so it doesn't look this full like Barbie doll hair. I was having complications with my Got To Be glue spray, but I'm just going to take that and I'm going to spray it along my forehead where I want my frontal to sit. I'm going to let that get tacky for about 15 to 20 seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and secure the wig on top. Kind of trying to use my fingers to guide it and make it even and wipe off any excess that may drip so that I don't have that crusty, dried up spray on my face. So one thing you should do is pluck your frontal before you bond it down. Whenever you go ahead and you pluck your frontal while it's bonded down, that friction of pulling and pulling is going to make that white stuff, like the white, basically makes the hairline look crusty, which you'll see in just a moment, and I'll show you exactly how I fixed it. Now, if you're going to be wearing your hair in a full bang in the front, how I'm going to be wearing mine and how you see it in the beginning of this video, you can definitely skip this step. But for me, this is going to be important just to make sure that all around my hair is going to be flawless on every single day, whether it moves, I'm play fighting with the kids or whatever. It's going to look decent because the hairline is way too full. So all I'm doing is sectioning off a small section that will be considered baby hair, and just using the pull method just to pull a few strings out at a time until it looks a lot more natural. Now I did rush through this. I just kind of wanted to get it started for the sake of the video and you guys can see what I'm going to do. But I'm definitely going to go back off camera and do this a little bit more. It took me about maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get to the progress that I made, and I went ahead and made some baby hair and swooped it. But I'm definitely going to go back in so that it's a little bit more gradient for a more natural look, especially if I'm going to wear my bang with a center part. Now at this point I went ahead and did a row and kind of pretty much made it almost bald so that the hairline wasn't so dense, and then went back and sectioned it for a second time and kind of thinned it out once again, but not as much. Now I'm trimming the hair to be baby hair length, maybe about 1/2 inch to 1 inch long. I'm going to go back in with the free spray and kind of fix those areas, remelt those areas where you kind of see that the hairline looks a little bit white or cakey. It's literally from pulling and plucking the hairline that kind of made that friction to make it just look cakey. So basically it's a simple fix. You just go back on top with the spray again and let that remelt your lace. Now this is by me I can't even talk, it's just a mess, but this by no means is my best work as far as baby hair goes, but I'm not going to be showing it off. I kind of just wanted something to be going on up there to get me started. Now as I said, the way the frontal is already naturally laying, it's like they pretty much applied or made the lace so that the hair in the front is meant to go forward. So I went ahead, I didn't have to part it, I just kind of had to clean up the parting just a little bit, but I'm just going in and I'm just taking section by section and kind of trimming it until I get it to the shortness that I want. I didn't want a blunt cut, so I definitely didn't want to just grab the entire bang and just cut it straight across. Again, I'm just grabbing piece by piece until we get it to a point where I can see. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my mousse and begin the process of just teasing the hair out so that I can have a little bit of a fuller effect and it can look a little bit more natural and not so uniform. I did not co-wash the hair before the video and I did not add any product. I knew I wanted the curls to be this defined, so I didn't want to co-wash it in case it may go into like a blow-dried state, which if it did, it still would have been fine because I would have been able to re-wet it, but it just seemed like it would make sense to just keep it as is. Now with this look, I kept feeling like I was missing something. This is definitely my first time styling my hair with this big full bang in the front without it being like a pre-made like synthetic wig or something, and I kind of just felt like it wasn't going right, so I'm like, maybe I should trim it. Now just section half on one side and half on the other, and I trimmed off maybe a little bit more than a half, or I'm sorry, a little bit more than an inch, I would say. And that kind of made it instantly look a lot better. Now I'm going to take my wet. I've already put a little bit of mousse in there, and the wet is just kind of going to help to define the curls and kind of clump them and give you a little bit of shine, help you move the curls apart. Thumbnail. It's a shame if you're a YouTuber, you always have to make sure you get that good thumbnail. So I'm just going in and lightly detangling. My point is not necessarily to actually detangle the hair, but to kind of separate some of those curls, kind of make it a little bit more big and just see what would happen. And I continued to go in and clean up the bang, kind of just fluffed it out, and that made a huge difference, to be honest. I've seen people do this with like wash and goes, so I just figured let me just try, maybe that'll help to bounce it and make it fall in like the right direction naturally, and it definitely did. So I'm adding just a little bit of water. Honestly, again, I did not know what I was doing. At this point, I was in love with the look. I kind of still felt like it was missing something, and after like just watching the video back as I edit, I noticed that the next time, because I do have layers going, because I did get different lengths and bundles, the next time I'll just get like all 16-inch bundles or all 14-inch bundles so that I can custom cut it myself. But it kind of just looks weird because look how good that hairline looks with that powder. I'm sorry to cut myself off, but it'll definitely look better the next time if you get all your hair in one length.
Okay, so I'm done playing with this one for today. I was making this wig last night and I was like, I'm getting SZA. Is it SZA or is it SZA? Not sure exactly how to pronounce her name, so forgive me, but I think it's SZA. And so it just seemed easier than what it was. But then I went ahead on Google just now and realized that her hair is not curly hair like this. It's more so like she had like maybe body wave hair or deep wave hair, and they went and curled it to be super big, not just deep wave hair. So it's a fail in a sense that I had the wrong impression of what her hairstyle was. Now it's not a lost cause. I do like the way it look. This definitely is not going to be a look for everybody, and this is actually not even a lot of hair. I used 2.5 bundles and a frontal, so it's not like a crazy amount of hair. It just looks really full. So give me your tips and tricks on how to pull this one off. Again, this one comes from LsyBeauty. The hair itself was absolutely gorgeous. I love the texture and how the hair feels, and yeah, I'm super pleased with the hair. Don't forget to check out LsyBeauty hair. Everything is listed in the description box. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.